What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you see by the title, we did some injector work on the Peterbilt. So I just got to Jim's house, which is the guy who always helps me fix everything on my semi, because we're gonna put new injectors in. Not new injectors, the old injectors back in, but bigger injectors in it. So we were having some issues with the truck vibrating a lot, kind of all the time, and it was in the engine. We've been trying to find the vibration for a while, tried a bunch of different things, and ultimately came down to basically it was either going to be something with injectors or something with the clutch. Thinking maybe like the clutch spring broke or something, throwing it off balance, until it started cutting out at one point, and then I'm like, yeah, it's probably injectors. So we went to Rochester Diesel. I called these guys, found out they do Cummins injectors. So we decided to pull them out of the Peterbilt and take them over to them guys, because new ones are super expensive, and I wanted to make sure that was the issue. I took them there yesterday on Friday. I was there at 8 a.m. Tested them. 5 out of the 6 failed, and we're way out of spec, and the 6th one barely passed. So that would probably explain some of the issues we were having. Ultimately, they just reset them, put new O-rings and stuff in them, balanced them, and then we honed them 20% over, which should add roughly 120 horse. We're probably pushing our luck a little bit here with the X15. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. You're talking, I have a 600 horse tune on there already, so probably a little over 700 horse, give or take a little bit. So it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we don't wreck nothing. I don't know. I'm a little nervous because nobody really knows too much about the X15. I know there's some guys racing them, but as for around here, I just don't know that many people. I was told by Rochester Diesel this is kind of probably the max that you would probably want to run out of it comfortably. He said, because I talked about possibly doing 30% over at some point when I get closer to needing a rebuild, and he's like, yeah, I don't, you know, maybe got closer to rebuild, but he's like, I wouldn't recommend with my tune. He wouldn't recommend any bigger because it'd be pushing. Well, he did the math, and roughly would be like 800 horse, and that's a lot. That's way more. Even 700 is way more than I need. 600 was a nice spot, but I don't know. I wanted to try a little bit bigger. I've never had a little bit bigger. He's gonna run a little smoother too with these, being 20% over, because it's just the fuel flows a little bit better. But yeah, they're 20% overs, so we're gonna go put them in. I'm probably not gonna record any of this, but I'll show you when it's in.
Watching your mouth move, damn, you look stupid.
So injectors are in the truck. I did not record a whole bunch, like the first test drive. So I'm hooking up the trailer right now because I'm taking it back to Jim's, and we're gonna do a little work on this. I was hoping to get this fixed tonight, but I could not find a plate, so I'm gonna have to go town Monday or Tuesday or whatever to our local steel guy and get a plate for that. But we're gonna fix this up tonight. I got a new fender because that's bent, and then I also found out this is cracked here, and then all along the weld on the inside of this might kind of still good, so Jim's gonna weld it up for me. But I hit a deer on Monday, which is why the fender is like that. So we're gonna fix up a few things on there, and then tomorrow I got some stuff to do in the truck and some air leaks to fix and whatnot. But yeah, runs great so far. Still vibrates, but I found out that we need to reset the injectors. I didn't know that, so I need to go up to my one tuner guy and have him reset them, because we need Cummins Insight to do it, which we don't have. We figure we just pop them out and pop new ones in and it'd be good to go. I didn't know you had to reset them, so we're gonna have to do that. Fingers crossed that fixes the vibration. If not, I'm willing to bet it's something with the clutch. I don't know. We'll find out more once I get the injectors reset. But it definitely runs better, sounds better, has a lot more, I mean, it has a decent amount more power. I won't really know until I hook a load to it, but it feels, bobtailing around, feels like it's got a decent more amount of power. And then it definitely smokes a little bit more now. It had a super clean tune on it before, and we didn't change the tune, so at 20%, it smokes a little bit. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's just kind of nice. It's kind of nice because it's like nice little puffs, but it's not like it's fucking dumping and it's gonna smoke out a road like some of them guys have for tunes. It is still a very clean tune, and like I said, this tune's not set up for 20% over injectors, so I think I'm gonna leave the tune because I like it so far. It should put me right around 700 horse with the current 600 horse tune, and then the 20% overs. The guy that did the injectors figured with like his math, he said it should roughly be 720 horse. He said it just really depends on how good your tune is. Which this 600 horse tune's freaking healthy. I've had about 3 or 4 different 600 horse tunes on here when we originally tuned it. And we're having issues with the tunes not liking the truck. Well, I think it's because the injectors weren't happy. We didn't know that at the time, but this tune actually made by far the most power, and it's clean tune. It runs super good. Doesn't get hot. I really like this tune. So hopefully we can make this tune work with injectors, and hopefully get the vibration to stop. Like I said, I'm hoping it's just we need to reset the injectors and that fixes it, but we don't really know till then. But I hooked up to the trailer, so now I gotta run and grab a bead breaker out of the shop and a battery tester, because we took the batteries, I put new batteries in here. Found out that the previous owner only replaced 2 of them. So what happened was 2 of the batteries are good, 2 of them are bad. Well, I just put 4 new ones in it. I'm not gonna screw around putting used 2 batteries in it, and then a year down the road, the other 2 freaking quit. I hate when people do that. It's like, if you're gonna do some, just do all 4 of them and be done with it. But I have 1 or 2 that are good. I'm gonna keep them. I'll keep them for something else or whatever. So we're gonna test them and make sure the other 2 are good. And then I'll do something with those. But yeah, so busy. Sorry, not recording a lot. It's hard with all the people in the shop, because there's so many people there making so much noise. And you got the radio in the background, which YouTube don't like. So yeah, just a lot. So I'm gonna get this trailer fixed up, and then I don't know. We're gonna get the truck prepped. We gotta get the truck prepped because Monday is getting polished. So I'll probably do a video on that, and then I don't know. I'll probably do the Cummins Insight in this video. I'll probably add it to the end of the video before I upload it. I'm hoping Monday I can run and do that. Okay, so I just took that video today, and pretty much from the last talking clip that you guys seen, it's probably been a good month and a half or so, or all of that, roughly. We have, since then, reset the injectors. We bumped up the fuel rail pressure a little bit, and then that was the only thing we changed for tuning. Truck runs pretty good. Pulls decent. I think we have a fuel issue, though. Because that vibration is still there. I really don't think it's in the clutch anymore, because it feels like it pulls fuel once in a while, does some weird stuff, but it won't throw any codes, won't throw any lights, won't say anything, so we can't really figure it out. We've had the injectors checked now. Obviously, by this video, we took them in and had them honed and balanced and everything. So the injectors should be good. We tested the fuel pump and everything, and that seemed all real good. And we've done overheads, we checked the timing, we've changed tune, ECM. We've gone through and did it so much and checked so many things. And like, if I run fuel additives, the vibration's a little less, so I don't think it's anything to do with the clutch. So I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I'm completely lost on why this thing vibrates like it does. It did not do that when I bought it. It has nothing to do with the 700 horse, because it did it before. When I thought it was injectors, so I'm like, well, I already got the injectors out, I'll have it gone through, should run good, should take care of the issue, and still does it. So I really don't know. Other than that, makes pretty good horsepower, makes has pretty decent fuel mileage. As you see, that the video I just did was pulling a pretty good sized hill at probably 80. I'd say all of 80,000. I don't know what I weigh exactly, but I'm going to say all of 80,000, or pretty freaking close to it. And that's a pretty good size hill, so it pulls that pretty good. The EGTs are a lot cooler with the bigger injectors. With the stock injectors, I probably would have ran like 900 on that hill. And now, like a lot of times with these bigger hills, the 20% overs, it doesn't see much over 800, 850. It takes a pretty long hill, and to get it in the close to 900, and a lot of that, if I keep those RPMs up, it stays pretty cool. So I like that. It does run a lot cooler. Mine stays in the 900s because my probe is right behind the turbo too. So for me, where my probe is, max I want to see is probably 950. I could tickle that a little bit, but you don't want to go much over that, and definitely not for long periods. So I'm really happy with the 8.25 roughly is where it usually sits for EGTs for the most part, 850 maybe. It's kind of where it sits, so I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty clean tune, small puffs, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the I don't know, the vibration that I can't figure out. I'm frustrated with it. I still think it's in the fueling somewhere. Personally, I don't know if it's the fuel pump or still an injector issue somewhere along the lines. I got an injector that's still acting up, because they are the same injectors. We just had them balanced, and they just reset them. They didn't rebuild them, and basically recalibrated them. So I don't know if it's still an injector issue. Don't know. I can tell you what, I'm beyond frustrated. So, but yeah, it is 700 horse roughly. It's got a 600 horse tune plus roughly 120 horse with the injectors. So technically 720, I guess, but should make around 700, 650 somewhere, I'm going to guess, but makes plenty of power. It's fun. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. There will be lots more on the Peterbilt over the year. This next year, whatever, probably going to do quite a bit. For the rest of this year, probably won't be a lot because it's getting colder, and I don't have a ton of shop access, so it gets a lot harder in the winter months. So will be more car content, probably, of building my Fox body and maybe some other small projects here and there. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.